Let people know how you're feeling. Guidance is closer than you think. And this is going to be the topic of my video for today. Now, the reason why I say this because I believe self-expression is definitely a great way of allowing your energy and your emotions to come out and, basically be brought to the surface. They always say if you hold in your emotions and you bottle them up, eventually you're going to explode. Now, the reason why I say to let people know how you're feeling, even if it's yourself, is because, but mainly for other people, and this is because other people may know how to solve a specific situation or dilemma that you may be going through. Now, they may even have stepping stones that can bring you in the right direction by you expressing yourself and letting them know how you're feeling. Now, the cool thing about this is this person that may be helping you, they may have just come across this information on the same exact day that you just so happen to ask them. Or this may be an individual who has always had this information, or they could have just recently come across this information as well. Now, in social groups, the groups of friends will usually have similar interests, but at the same time, the individuals will usually hone in on something specific, or they'll have a focus. For example, this focus can be, one friend is a barber, or one friend is into wine, one friend is into spirituality, one friend is into yoga, one is a gamer, one is a food connoisseur, one is an investor, one started their own business. So if you did want to start your own business, but you weren't vocal about it, but now you feel like you want to say something and you did have questions, and this is obviously after you did your own research, of course, I would assume that you would ask the friend that you know who's very close to you, that you would ask them in terms of the questions that you have versus asking your friend that may be a pro gamer or who focuses more on wine. So what I'm saying is sometimes the answers to our questions, or even breadcrumbs that can lead us to the answers that we may be looking for, are right in front of us. Guys, how many times have you tried looking for something and it was right in front of you? Have you ever been the person who was looking for your glasses but it was on your head? Have you ever tried looking for your phone one time but it was in your hand? This is a perfect analogy for the same thing. Sometimes we're not vocal, sometimes we won't say anything, and then we're just kind of lost in limbo. We're just kind of in this void of not doing anything, not knowing anything, not receiving anything, and not giving anything. But the moment we let people know how we're feeling, or we express ourselves, then we can start receiving energy. So now I'm just going to share quick about my story and why this kind of all resonates, or how I can all tie it in. So for me personally, I started getting interested in investing, stocks, Forex specifically. And, I had a lot of people close to me who were also interested in it as well. And, after joining a business in 2012 and reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, that obviously I kind of got to the point where I realized that, if you want to be wealthy, you want to have multiple sources of income. Okay, fast forward now. So as I'm starting to get interested in it, I'm not really vocalizing it to a lot of people. I don't need to go on social media and say, oh, hey, this, that, whatever. So I'm getting interested in it, and then, working now. And it wasn't until I heard another individual mention that he's been investing since he was like 22. And, he's been making a lot of money and been doing stocks, that I realized that I had the opportunity, or I realized now that the opportunity was kind of put in front of me. Now, I say this because I did not have to say anything to this individual, and I could have kept going about my day, about my life, not saying a word. And this person could have been this close to me, but I could have got no information from him. So I took this as an opportunity that, that the universe was sending me. Universe is basically saying, hey, you said that you wanted to become interested in investing. You want to become invested in stocks. Well, guess what? We just put an individual so close to you that knows all this stuff. So you don't have to read it from a book. You can get it firsthand. But it's up to you, which is me, to take action. So that's what I did. I took action. I spoke to the individual, and then he started sharing information with me about investing, about stocks, about forex. I ended up meeting another individual who had his own forex group, which I got added into, all because I went out of my way to say that I'm interested and I want to learn. But yes, this was my personal story of how expressing yourselves and letting people know how you feel, or even letting people know what's going on in here, or how you're thinking, or how you're processing information, can go a long way. I had the opportunity to start practicing with trading, and I had the opportunity to already start making money within this app that I was doing, and now I have access to people who know what they're doing, and I still have access to continue doing my own research. But I will say, by me expressing myself, it allowed me to go a lot further than if I was to think or believe that I can do it on my own. And this is what I mean when I say that we all have the capacity to help one another and change each other's lives and be guides. But it's up to us. It's up to us to also be the ones to ask and let them know that we're interested in this, because no one's gonna read our minds. So long story short, guys, if you may be an introvert, I would consider myself still to be kind of an introvert, getting better at that. But if you're gonna keep things bottled up, then I'm not gonna say that's a bad thing or a wrong thing. I just wanted to share some benefits and some opportunities, and how we really do have people all around us that can guide us and help us to become better versions of ourselves. We just have to let them know that we want to become better versions of ourselves, and then with that, it's completely up to that individual if they want to share this knowledge and turn it into wisdom, or if they just want to keep it to themselves. But with that being said, guys, let someone know how you're feeling. Don't keep them bottled up. Have a lovely day, and until next time.